to discuss slope area method, we need to know how to measure discharge. There are two methods. First is direct method and second is indirect method. Slope area method comes under indirect method. Slope area method is based on law of conservation of energy. At section 1.1 upstream section, we know the values of piezometric head and velocity head, and at downstream section we know the values of piezometric head, velocity head, head loss, and head loss is comprised of frictional head loss and eddy head loss. Equaling the energy at upstream action and downstream action, we get this equation, and head loss is equal to difference among two. Head loss comprises of two frictional and head loss. So we can write head loss is equal to frictional head loss plus eddy head loss. Eddy head loss is given by this equation, Ke mod of V1 square minus V2 square by 2G, where Ke is eddy head loss coefficient. And discharge is given by Manning's equation, 1 upon n a r raised to power 2 by 3, which is conveyance, and s is slope, and slope is equal to hf by l. And in order to get the value of velocity, we need to know the value of hf, and hf is depending on the velocities, because how can we get eddy head loss without knowing the values of velocity, and without eddy head loss we cannot find the value of hf. So for velocity we need to know the value of discharge. So this is a whole circle, so we need to know each and everything. That's why we need iteration. So first step is equal to, we will put v1 is equal to v2, so eddy head loss is 0 and hf is equal to h1 minus h2. And using the above values we can get the values of q, and from q we can get the value of v1 and v2, and from v1 and v2 we can get the values of eddy head loss, and from eddy head loss we can get the value of hf, and from hf we can get the values of discharge, and from discharge we can get the values of v1 and v2.